So it's Wednesday, the 29th of September 2021. And yesterday I decided, as I've got a little pop of time for myself and for the house, I'd continue with the tile tapestry on the brick pillars in my garden. And I did a couple of posts on Instagram and Facebook. And especially on my Facebook page, I got quite a lot of questions about how do you do it, when do you do it, what do you do it with, and all of that. And then I was going to send folks a link or add the link to the re-edited description box, only to find that I haven't done one. So I thought, well, this might be a good opportunity to actually do a little filmette of how I make a tile tapestry. So these next little filmettes and the photos that I put together on this YouTube film will be about all of that. So I thought I'd just start with how I cut the tiles. So I'm using a Rubi Star 63 heavy duty score snapper tile cutter. It cuts up to 2 feet length, or 60 centimetre square tiles, or floor tiles that are quite thick, wall tiles as well. External grade. You can always tell an external grade, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know how? Basically, if you put your tongue against it, but in this COVID times, maybe put a damp finger on it. If it doesn't stick to the tile in a kind of sticky kind of way, it means that it's external grade. If it sticks to it, means that the tile is porous, so therefore it's more an internal indoor kitchen and bathroom tile. So these ones are UK based tiles from Tile Mountain. I'm sure you'll probably get the equivalent in other countries and possibly more elaborate and decorative, actually. I love these because of the delightful patterns they have in their colour range and their pattern range. So they're quite big. So what I've decided to do, which I did in the other part of the tile tapestry, is quarter them. So what I do is I literally figure out where the centre line is and snap it. So let me just give you a little bit of a demonstration. You could do this by measuring, but if your tile is patterned in with a geometric pattern, it's fairly straightforward. So you score it, so you heard the scoring line, and then you take the paddle, which is there, and then you snap it, and it gives you a nice clean snapped tile-esqueness. See, I can never speak properly, can I? Anyway, I'll do that again for you so that we've got the quarter. There you go. And I'll do one with you over my shoulder so you can see the cutting. So just to give you a little bit more of a close-up for you. So I've set up the tile so it's central, and then I score it, and then I place the paddle down. You see the paddle here? Okay, and then give it a push, and then it gives you a nice clean line. So the plan is now to take the tiles and make them into a funky pattern like so, you see. You could use a whole tile. You could use half tiles, but I decided to make quarters just because it was going that way and I like a bit of funky. Okay then, speak to you soon. Bye. So it's Wednesday, the 29th of September 2021, and I am ready to do a little bit of tiling. So I'm using BAL's Max Flex Fibre external grade. I've cut up a selection of tiles. So these are the tiles as a whole, and they come from Tile Mountain, and they're called Andalucia. And I've quartered them as per the filmette before. And so what I'm going to do is, because they kind of work as a reflection to each other, I'm going to have them next to each other. So this is where I'm going to have the brick, and this is where the brick pillars are for the tile tapestry. So they're going to be here, which is a small area, but it still will look delightful through my kitchen window, with all the plants looking quite delightful. Now I've measured this up, and this is 44 centimetres, so obviously that's 22 centimetres, and I've measured it up so it'll fit that area. My little delightfulness here. This is inspired from the Chilean goddess that I put up in Santiago, in Puente Alto, at the Municipalidad. So I'm going to apply probably this one up first, bit by bit, starting at the centre and working outwards. This actually measures 50 centimetres, so there'll be some trimming involved, and I'm going to get the trimmer down from upstairs to bring it down. So yeah, so this is what the work will look like this afternoon. Speak to you soon. Bye. Okay, friends, I have applied the first line of the tile tapestry. Like I said to you before, the width of the pillar is 44 centimetres, and the tiles, when they were fully cut into quarters, came to 50 centimetres. So what I decided to do was add a little bit of unctuous, like a little bit of a gorgeous little edging with some mosaic tile, so that I can measure out where I can trim to. Now this is only attached on very lightly, because my plan is to take it off, and then once I've done the edge, the other side, then I will make sure it's flush. So that's what my little plan is. So I've used obviously a nice mixture of the Max Flex Fibre. I applied it with my rubber kidney, and then carded it with my 6mm notch tile. So the next step is just double checking that it's level, which it is, thank goodness. And I've got measuring and pen so that I can figure out what to do next. So I've already looked through the kitchen window and it looks really quite good. It's pinging and zinging, better than grey. We don't want COVID grey in our garden. Okay then, see you soon. Bye. So it's Thursday the 30th of September. Feels like an October on this blustery day, so I don't think I'm going to carry on and continue this work today. But I thought I'd show you this and have this as the concluding filmette as part of the major part of the filmette. But it's all worked out really well. It's nice and flat, it's all adhered properly, and it's all looking fine. So the next plan of action is to adhere some iridescence like this, you see, on this edge, because there's enough tile space to actually adhere onto this. So I've got lots of gorgeousness like that, you see. So the next plan of action then will be to wrap around with an extended part of this tile on that side. But I'm not going to do it today because it's quite damp outside and this needs to dry properly. And I don't fancy working out here in the cold, so I will do it on a proper sunnier day, possibly tomorrow, possibly next week. Okay then, speak to you soon. Bye.